Welcome back to another video. Currently out here sailing to Cat Island, small reef on the south side. There should be a pretty protected anchorage. You can get inside there. If you saw the last video, set sail yesterday, trying to get here, and the plan was to get there yesterday at noon. Things didn't quite line up. The winds died. I couldn't pinch. I was trying to get up in the wind, so I couldn't fly up as high as I was wanting. So ended up taking the easy route and just left the sails up all night and kind of zigzag back and forth every couple hours, changing the tack. But the sun's up now. We can finally see it to get into this anchorage. So I headed back there. My dad's helping me crew. He's down below sleeping. It's my turn to crew for the watch. He's taking his nap. But yeah, things are going good. We're doing 5.5 knots now. Pretty great heading. I think we're about 5 knots, 5 nautical miles to the anchorage, so about an hour.
Nice.
And it's the one I had shot earlier too, which is good.
Yeah.
That last shot was a head shot. That was good. That's why I thought the last one was good. It just didn't go all the way through, so that's how he got out. That's a good size too.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. So we're back on the boat. These are the 2 catches from the trip. Pretty good size. I don't know, this one's probably foot and 3 inches or so, about the same. First one I shot him right in the head, but I left the spear down there. I come back to get him and he had wiggled free, so I was able to, his tail was sticking out through this hole, so got him in the back, this one in the gut. Not great shots, but we're gonna get him filleted up now, and this should be dinner, lunch and dinner for a couple of days. So that snapper we had for dinner was great. Got the boat picked up now, and we are headed to San Salvador. It's 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and we are going to head out of the cut. The reason for leaving this time is I'd like to leave while there's still sunlight, so we can see navigating around some of the coral here in the anchorage. And then I think it's about 50 nautical miles to go, but with the way the winds are, they're kind of coming the direction we're trying to go. So we're gonna tack for a while to get some ground made, and then supposedly in the morning the wind should kind of shift out of the east. So I think I have planned my route accordingly, but we'll find out here soon enough. It'll be a long overnight again, and we probably should be getting there around noon tomorrow. So I'm gonna be quiet now. We'll get this anchor pulled up, boats picked up, and then we will get on our way. One of the many perks of having crew aboard, not only do they help raise your anchor for you every morning, but Chef Jason has struck again. And what are we having tonight? Oh, we're having chicken Alfredo. That was bad timing on my part. But having meals cooked, he's been helping wash my dishes, my least favorite task on the boat. Life is pretty stinking good.
I'm his slave is what he means to say.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're gonna be a slave though, not a bad place to be a slave.
Heck yeah, it's been awesome. We've had an amazing time out here.
Heck yeah. Well, it's 9:30 here. I guess I pulled a short straw because I've got first night shift. Going well though, we're doing 4.5 knots. Unfortunately, the wind is coming from directly where we're trying to go, as it has been usually lately. But we should be able to do a couple tacks across the night and be a-okay. It's going great here though. The stars are unbelievable out here. I usually have the GPS off. I turned it on so you can see me, but the most stars I've ever seen, and the waves that crash against the boat here, they've got like this little bioluminescent squid in them. So stars in the sky, and it will look like stars in the water too. There's going to be a Starlink launch tonight, one of the SpaceX rockets, I think around midnight. So we're going to try to stay up until that and then swap over night shift to my dad. But it's been great I had my mom on board for a week, and my dad will be here I think 9 or 10 days, and it was much needed. As you probably could tell, being out here 2 months by myself, it can really get to you. It was starting to get to me a lot too. Just it's beautiful out here, but you can only be alone for so long. So having both of them, spirits have been lifted a lot, and they've been helping raise the anchor, do dishes, cook and clean. I mean, it's just been entertainment. So I'm a happy guy, what can I say? But gonna just settle in. My buddy Scott on Aphrodite hooked me up with the book Dove. I haven't read it yet, but it's obviously for sailors a must read, so probably gonna read that a little bit. And I got another 2.5 hours to go, so it'll be a nice long one. It's the morning, 7 o'clock. I don't think I filmed anything, but my night shift ended at 2:30. Starlink ended up scrubbing their launch, and then my dad took over from 2:30 to 7 o'clock. So I just got up, tapped him out. He's going to take a couple hours snooze. We are 20 nautical miles to San Salvador, but the wind's just about not right, so we're gonna have to go probably 25, tack back 5. That's not terrible though, all things considered. It's working out a little better than I was expecting yesterday, so can't complain. Nothing to report. Seas are good, winds are good. Doing 5.5, 6 knots still. the wind has pretty much died. You can see the water it's actually really pretty, but it also kind of sucks because we're only going about 1 knot. And San Salvador is somewhere out here, maybe 10 miles. I just editing the video from last week down below. Crew members taking a nap again, and we're not going anywhere, which has kind of been a problem lately. It seems like the weather has been like blowing 10 to 12 overnight, and then come the middle of the day, it only starts going like I don't know, 3 to 5 knots, and right now it's barely anything. So like I said, good time to edit the video. We'll probably take a dip in the water, use this time to scrub off, and then hopefully sometime this afternoon the wind will pick up again. We can finally make it to the anchorage.
At the Claus place and a steamer here.
Well, we have made it here to the anchorage in San Salvador. Originally ETA was probably going to be like 2 o'clock. I think it's 7 o'clock now, actually 8 o'clock sunset. So winds died quite a bit over noon. We just bobbed there for an hour or two, and then been using the motor the last couple hours. Try not to, but got to get here at some point. So we're dropped anchor now. Boat's looking good. Quite a few other boats here. Showed you the stingray already, pretty cool. We're gonna get a few things picked up and packed up on the boat, and I will touch base with you in the morning. Well, we made it here to San Salvador last night. We're gonna get the dinghy tossed in the water, head to shore, go explore some of the town. And then here there's a place they also rent mopeds. So it's about 1 hour drive around the entire island here. So we thought that'd be a fun way to see some more sights. So we'll bring you all along for that. We just picked up the mopeds, real nice. We are out here cruising the island. They say it takes about 2 hours to do a loop around, and we've got some maps of stops to go check out as well. So going to see what we can see out here. I think first stop's gonna be, there's like an old observatory, like a research center, and then right after that should be the lighthouse. So we're out here having a great time. Definitely the best way to see the island. We've come up on the trail that leads to the cave. And I guess it's technically a road, but you can't see my phone, but this goes like, looks like an old development. There's roads every which way that go, it's kind of like a maze. So we're gonna try to find our way through this. Hopefully at the end near the beach, we'll find the cave.
Stone, so certain times of year, probably fresh water.
It says 180, somebody's name, 1807. Wow. They say here in this very spot is where Christopher Columbus landed the 12th October 1492, and that's when he found the Bahamas. Well, it's the next day. We wrapped up our moped trip around the island. Super cool way to see things, get away from the boat for a bit. A lot of fun, highly recommend it. And ended up getting a message on No Foreign Lands from another Patreon member, Jack Andrys, I believe is his last name, and they invited us to come over, spent the night hanging out over there. It's him and his wife on their boat, and then they have 2 sons and a daughter on another boat following them, so pretty cool way to do it. They invited us to go spearfishing with them today though, so we're getting our stuff prepped, and I'll try to bring you along with the GoPro, see if we can catch any fish out there. Well, we wrapped up our snorkeling yesterday, had a good time hanging out, didn't catch anything, but it was just fun diving, and now we are headed to the Club Med, and there's actually one here in San Salvador. They have a day pass you can get, and that like includes all you can eat breakfast and lunch, so that's what sold us on that. And they also have a couple of hobie cats that you can just take out. And so we talked with the Andrys that we were hanging out with yesterday. They were interested in so they're coming by to pick us up soon on their whaler. We'll be heading over there and all spending the day hanging out at Club Med. So I'm sailing here with Ruben on one of the Hobie Cats, and we got lucky. The same day we were there was a regatta at the Club Med. So we signed up and ended up getting second place out of 9 boats, so not too bad. And he's actually 19 years old and captain of his own boat. I think it's like a 38 foot. Unfortunately though, he's headed north. Couldn't talk him into following us south at this point, but hopefully we'll cross paths again. Well, the final day has come. We have packed up here and gonna head to shore soon, walk over to the airport and say our goodbyes. Had a lot of fun. I didn't film a whole lot yesterday, but we were at the Club Med here, hanging out with the Andrys, and Ruben and I raced one of the Hobie Cats in the regatta there. Got second place, and we had a good time doing that. But the fun has ended. Dad will be taking him to shore, like I said, walking there. Got everything packed up, and anything to add?
Hey, just thanks. I appreciate everybody's support for Damon and helping him on his journeys. I'm truly blessed with the 2 boys I have, an amazing wife that I have, and so I've really enjoyed this adventure, and I know my wife did as well. And just again, thank you all for supporting Damon on this journey.
Very nice. Yes, much thanks to everybody. We'll be like to run a couple errands still, and then I will be setting sail here this afternoon towards Long Island, continuing on the way to Puerto Rico. Well, the time has come where I'm all alone again. I dropped my dad off at the airport. He is now somewhere in the States. I don't think he's quite home yet, but we're underway again, headed toward Long Island. Gonna start making some progress south. And it's quiet, I'll tell you that. It's fun being out here, but after a week with mom, week with dad, you realize just how quiet it can be out here at times. Which can be nice sometimes, but also can be a lot to deal with. But anyways, some people had asked about that, and I think I handle it pretty well usually, but there are days better than others. But I've been making a lot of friends recently, meeting some other cruisers, so there's fun to be found there too. But we're doing well. It's gonna be an overnight sail. Original calculations were about 15 hours. I don't remember when I was supposed to be arriving, sometime in the morning. Winds have been picking up a bit though, so I'm cooking along pretty fast here. Might be getting there pretty early in the morning, so probably gonna have to heave to about halfway across, kill some time. Nothing wrong with that though. I'm just going to tidy up the boat a bit, work on a couple projects, and probably take several naps. But I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. It's gonna wrap it up here this week. And big shout out to all the Patreon subscribers, everyone who helps out, sending funds over for the adventure. Really appreciate that. And I will look forward to seeing you in next week's video.